What's up, guys? Welcome back to Living Out Here. Today, we're going to be fixing the driveway after this long winter we had. Let me show you what it looks like right now. So we got a low spot here next to the driveway and right over in there. Continues around here, down in here. We're gonna fill that in. Low spot about right there, there. And we got some low spots along the edge here that we're gonna fill in, and we're gonna test out the box blade, or not the box blade, the land plane, and add some more in right here. With these new tires, if you haven't noticed already, that the tires have been digging into the ground a lot more than what my old turf tires used to. So, I mean, there's a little bit we could do with that, building a better base, but the way I think about it is I can fill in those spots with the land plane as we do the driveway extension, because this is in the driveway extension portion. It's not in my actual driveway where this rock was actually dumped. So we'll be using the rest of this once we get done with fixing the driveway this time. We'll be using this rock though to extend the driveway even more. So we're definitely going to have to use the land plane to fill in these low spots once we get to that point. Here I'm using the back of the land plane with the non-cutting edge of the angle brace, whatever you want to call it, just to push this material back and level it up a little bit more than just trying to drag over the top of it. This just allows me to spread it a little easier and just makes it easier on the tractor when I am dragging it around, and it's not picking up one huge pile every single time we go over the top of it. I'm doing the same thing here, just a better shot of it, and as you can tell, I dumped a bunch of material right in here. Reason why is because it was super low on this side of the driveway. Eventually I'd like to make it into a parking area where the grass is right there, and I'm trying to use the Neil Coke method of doing circles in the driveway to level everything out. But I noticed with this land plane, it does create a drag mark that is a little bit lower than the rest of the material as you're turning. So it's, for me, what I'm doing here and spreading the material around, it's not absolutely detrimental for it to be 100%. I'm just trying to level it out as much as I can because I'm tired of standing water being in the driveway. Yep, you see that right. I had too much in the land plane and ended up getting stuck. So I'll just go back over the top of that part little by little and knock that big mound down and level it all out. Also, right now, I am really enjoying this land plane. It does the job really well. I did notice that I wasn't perfectly level, so about halfway through this, I reset the depth of where it was dragging, and it made it so much better. It was like, it's just me learning how to run this implement, and this implement has to be perfectly level. So I'm gonna have to re-level it once I get done with this and make sure next time I go to use it, it's perfectly level compared to it being a little off level and the rear digging in a little more than the front. And this is what it turned out like, with me using a few yards of gravel or asphalt millings, just because that's what I had, and a land plane and an old John Deere. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me today and let me show you how I fixed up the driveway. So here's to another day of living out here. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button.